Introducing NeuroPrice, the world's first Amazon repricer that has zero data blind spots, giving smaller sellers a massive advantage over mega sellers. NeuroPrice is quite simply the biggest advancement since the invention of automated repricers. It is the first repricer that works entirely inside Amazon, the first repricer that has no data blind spots, and the first repricer that allows you to compete against the second and third lowest competing offers, extracting maximum profits from your inventory. So as an Amazon seller, you are aware that your profits are directly tied to how often you reprice your inventory. But there are three massive problems with Amazon repricers. Problem number one, they force prices down by only allowing you to compete with the lowest price competitor, creating a race to the bottom. Problem number two, they force you to work outside of Amazon in some weird, confusing web page that just complicates the process. And problem number three, they have massive data blind spots. And what's crazier, they don't even admit these blind spots exist. Introducing NeuroPrice, the first repricer that eliminates these data blind spots by hijacking Amazon to do your repricing for you. NeuroPrice works directly on the Amazon page inside of Seller Central. This is NeuroPrice embedding all the powerful controls you need to automate the repricing process right here directly on the Amazon Managed Repricing page. NeuroPrice offers extreme simplicity to streamline the repricing process. All the controls in one simple interface. Everything is right in this box. Everything written in plain English and super intuitive. And NeuroPrice has zero data blind spots, allowing you to compete against any offer you choose, merch fulfilled, FBA, or buy box. And no data blind spots means you can compete with the first, second, and third lowest merchant fulfilled or FBA price, as well as the buy box price with no exceptions. Here's how NeuroPrice works in just 4 steps. Step number 1, you simply install NeuroPrice with one click. Works right in your browser, installs with a single click. Number 2, head over to Amazon Seller Central and the Managed Pricing page. NeuroPrice is embedded right here at the top. You click the options box to expand and see all the pricing controls. Number 3, set your pricing rules. This is the fun part where you set your pricing rules. You only have to do it once, then you can set and forget and never think about it again. You can match price lower, price higher than any competing offer you tell it to, including first, second, and third merch fulfilled, first, second, and third lowest FBA, and the buy box price. You can customize by SKU. You can choose your fulfillment channel. You can choose your sales rank and a host of other options. And number 4, simply hit reprice and let NeuroPrice automate all of your repricing for you. You've got 2 options here. NeuroPrice gives the option to reprice a single page at a time, or you can go for the nuclear option. The second button here allows you to reprice your entire inventory with a single click. We'll just go ahead and reprice one page and let NeuroPrice work its magic. Boom, you get a full tally of the number of items repriced, the number lowered, the number raised. NeuroPrice completely automates the repricing process in a way that no other repricer has ever done. So if you're watching this, you're one of 3 types of Amazon seller. Number 1, you're repricing manually. This is painstaking and almost impossible once you have more than 100 units in your inventory. Number 2, you're using Amazon's repricer, which is a complete disaster, a trap where Amazon baits you in to a free tool at the expense of your profits. Or number 3, you're using third-party repricing software, which is often confusing and always victimizes you to data blind spots that they don't even admit exist. You now have a 4th option. NeuroPrice and our augmented repricing technology. NeuroPrice augments your existing Amazon managed pricing page. NeuroPrice embeds powerful controls at the top of the page, and then NeuroPrice automates pricing updates based on what you tell it to do. So are you currently repricing manually or using what I call a retro repricing tool? Unfortunately, you're doing things the old-fashioned way. Now here's a repricing fantasy, a repricer that works inside of Amazon, a place that you're already comfortable with, a repricer that is not subject to the rules that Amazon imposes on other tools, and number 3, for that occasional item you want to give extra special manual attention to, you have all the data you need to make manual repricing decisions, such as the lowest 5 merch fulfilled and FBA offers, the sales history charts, price history charts, and lots more. Well, that repricing fantasy has arrived. Our augmented repricing technology means never having to upload anything to Amazon, never having to link your Amazon account, and never having to juggle between multiple pages of confusing settings. I want you to meet a friend of ours. His name is Ace Pricechura. Say hi to Ace. Ace is an Amazon seller, and Ace is using what we call retro repricing tools. These are all the other tools that are available right now. Ace felt like his repricer seemed to be working for him, and he was told his repricer was all powerful, but something was very wrong. His sales were suffering and he didn't know why. So Ace started to dig a little deeper. And Ace made a shocking discovery. His repricer was not repricing a huge percentage of his used book inventory, and his repricer never told him. This is when Ace learned about the 2 repricer blind spots that were almost completely unknown to Amazon sellers. The repricer blind spots were kept buried deep inside Amazon's rules, and Ace discovered the secret for his struggling sales hidden deep inside of an Amazon page. That's where he found smoking gun proof that his repricing tool could not see any competing offers outside the bottom 20. And then he went deeper and discovered even more proof that Amazon didn't share even more data with his software tool or any of them, such as all the prices of his competitors. This is data that repricing tools need to make accurate price changes. And what's actually scandalous, when he reached out to his repricing tool about these discoveries, his repricing tool refused to admit these repricer blind spots even existed. Ace was shocked, and he started to do the math, and he realized that 1, his retro repricer was pricing his FBA inventory way too low because it couldn't see any competing offers above the bottom 20. And 2, it was ignoring huge parts of his inventory completely because any inventory that had competing offers in the blind spots couldn't be repriced at all, and his repricer never told him. The covering up of these data blind spots is what we call the repricer conspiracy. And it is an actual conspiracy. Now, here's a fact. No other repricing tool can defeat these blind spots. Only NeuroPrice can. This means that your current repricer is worthless at repricing a huge portion of your inventory. Your repricer's blind spots may quite simply be costing you thousands of dollars. So let's do some uncomfortable math. Let's say your repricer is only missing 10 items a day due to the blind spots. And let's say one of those 10 items would have actually sold today. And let's say your average selling price is an absurdly low $10. That means your current Amazon repricer is costing you $300 in sales every single month. And that's only if your inventory is super small. So you should be terrified right now, and you have 2 options. Option number 1 is to do nothing. You can either keep repricing manually or accept the limitations of your current repricer. Switching tools is difficult, I get it. Option number 2, accept that NeuroPrice might be real. Hit the link to start the free trial next to this video and start experiencing the power of NeuroPrice immediately. NeuroPrice is the precision of manual repricing with the power and automation of repricing software. You get a 14-day free trial. It takes 60 seconds to sign up. You can install in 1 click and it works on any computer, and you can literally be repricing in seconds. But a reminder, if you don't sign up for NeuroPrice right now, your competition will. My name is Peter Valley. I've been selling on Amazon for over 15 years at this point. I somehow accidentally became the world's most published author on Amazon selling. And as an Amazon seller, I built NeuroPrice to solve my own problem. Because in 2015, something very serious happened to me. I got scammed by a dishonest repricing tool. They promised me to my face, actually on the phone, that they had no data blind spots, and they outright lied. This lie cost me thousands of dollars. And once I found out that these repricing companies lie about their blind spots, I vowed revenge. And with the unveiling of NeuroPrice, I am announcing my revenge. NeuroPrice is my revenge on dishonest repricing companies that refuse to admit they have massive blind spots and cost their users massive amounts of profit. But we have to have a real conversation about whether NeuroPrice is right for you. NeuroPrice may not be for you. If you're a mega seller, NeuroPrice is not for you. I despise Amazon mega sellers who use repricing tools to force prices down for everyone. If that's you, if you represent a mega seller, go away. NeuroPrice does not want you. Or are you one of those like wannabe corporate sellers? NeuroPrice is not a good fit for you. We are real Amazon sellers. We don't have venture capital behind us. We don't have a shiny office anywhere. We're just real sellers making a real product, and we simply don't want you involved. Or are you one of those sellers that just loves gimmicks? You want to surrender control of your inventory to AI or quote algorithms for all your repricing decisions? NeuroPrice just simply isn't for you. But if you do like what you hear so far, hit the link next to this video, start the 14-day free trial. You can be signed up in under 60 seconds. It takes 1 click to install on any computer in the world, and you can literally be repricing seconds from now. So I'm going to ask an uncomfortable question right now. How much do you think your current repricer is costing you due to these blind spots? Let's do some math. Let's say your current repricer is missing 10% of your FBA offers due to the blind spot. Let's say your current repricer is unable to reprice 10% of your FBA offers due to the blind spot. Or let's say you're a merch fulfilled seller and you're being forced to only reprice against the lowest price offer, which decreases your average selling price by a very conservative estimate, 10%. And let's go ahead and say your Amazon sales right now are only $1,000 a month. If that's the case, that is $100 you've lost just off your first month, which is way more than NeuroPrice, by the way. But it gets even worse. That's $100 every single month. That's $1,200 a year. And that's if you're only doing $1,000 a month in sales. Are you doing $5,000 a month or more? These numbers get a lot worse. And these losses keep compounding month after month, year after year. And what's tragic is you could solve all these problems and alleviate all of this simply by hitting the link and starting the free trial right now. I built NeuroPrice because I had that pain, because I was losing money to these tools. I built NeuroPrice first and foremost for myself to solve my ultimate repricing fantasy. And I'd love to share it with you. Hit the link next to this video, start the free trial right now. Small decisions in your Amazon selling business have massive impacts. So again, there's a 14-day free trial. It takes 60 seconds to sign up. You can install with one click and you can be repricing seconds from now. Let's go just a little deeper into how NeuroPrice will maximize your sales and your profits. Number one, repricing ease. The vast majority of Amazon repricers, and I've tried most of them, are hopelessly complicated. Even as someone who should understand this stuff, when I tried about 2/3 of the Amazon repricing tools out there, I found they were too complicated even for me. So as I keep saying, I built NeuroPrice to solve my own problem. One of those problems was to overcome the challenges of hopelessly overcomplicated repricing tools. NeuroPrice accomplishes this through plain English settings, one-click repricing, amazing and simple training, and everything in one simple page. Number two, NeuroPrice shows you the most data. I'm going to set aside the blind spot issue we've already covered. We also get other data that other tools can't. You won't even need our sales and price history charts and graphs, pop-ups showing the lowest 5 merch fulfilled and FBA. You won't even need those because since NeuroPrice automates the process. But if you have any inventory you want to give a special manual touch to, all that data is available to you so you can make the most precise repricing decision possible. So again, NeuroPrice shows you a price pop-up for every single item in your inventory. That pop-up shows you the lowest 5 merchant fulfilled and FBA prices. It marks the buy box price, it marks the Amazon offer. All of that for both used and new, as well as a 12-month price history chart for every item and a 12-month sales history chart for every item. There simply is no other data you need to make a repricing decision. And again, that's if you ever decide to price something manually, and you don't need to. Number three, this is a huge one. We raise your prices more than any other repricing tool. This has a massive impact on your profits. As the only Amazon repricer that has a way around the bottom 20 blind spot and the only Amazon repricer that can price against the second and third lowest offer, we simply raise prices more than others because other tools simply don't have the data we have. So as other tools, they only force you to compete against the lowest price offer, which again, always forces you into a race to the bottom. NeuroPrice allows you to say, hey, I want to price $1 below the third lowest merch fulfilled offer, or I want to price 10 cents above the second lowest FBA offer, or any combination of those things, higher or lower, either as a percentage or a dollar amount, merch fulfilled or FBA works the same for both. NeuroPrice will accomplish that for you, which actually makes repricing fun because you're not just dropping prices, which is the bad thing, you're raising prices, which means more profits. Next up, buy box domination. I almost hate to mention this because every repricer claims they win you the buy box more than the others. None of them can tell you why. So there's no reason for me to even embellish. We do this equally as well as every other tool out there. You can match, underprice, or price higher than the buy box offer in both used and new condition for every item in your inventory. Other tools brag about this and say they do it better because they have no actual unique features to brag about. So they have to make them up. I'll just tell you now, we do this equally as well as anybody else. Not better, definitely not worse. And again, I almost hate to mention this one as well because I feel like I've beaten this to death, but the impact of data blind spots on your profits cannot be overstated. If you're using a retro repricing tool that tries to reprice your inventory while still having blind spots, not only is it costing you money, they won't even admit that they can't reprice your inventory properly. So when it's repriced wrong, they're not even going to tell you because they don't know because they can't see the data that we can. So our augmented repricing technology cuts out the middleman. We get our data live from Amazon in real time. There's no dependence on APIs that have blind spots, and NeuroPrice is the only repricer without these blind spots, period. So start your free trial, hit the link next to this video, 14 days, 60 seconds to sign up, one click install, and you can be repricing in seconds. Now, if it's not clear already, let me break down the exact steps on how you profit with NeuroPrice. Number one, you choose a sales rank range. You can say, okay, I want to set for any item that has a rank between 1 and 10,000, price it this way. For any item that has a rank between 10,000 and 100,000, reprice it this way. And you can get as granular as you want and set as many rules as you want. Once you set the sales rank range, you choose what to price against. Do you want to price against the lowest overall, second lowest overall, third lowest overall, lowest FBA, second lowest FBA, third lowest FBA, used buy box, or new buy box? Once you do that, step 3 is to choose how to price. Do you want to price higher, lower, either as a percentage or a dollar amount, or do you want to match? Number 4, you simply hit reprice, and NeuroPrice reprices your entire inventory with one click. Do you guys ever wonder why other repricers are so complicated? They don't even pretend to make sense. You sign up and it's like, wait, I have to connect my Amazon seller account, then I have to go to some other page to reprice, and then go back to Amazon and then upload a file, and it's just like, what are you making me do? And what's actually insane is if you go to the websites for these repricing tools, they actually brag about how complicated they are. Who wants that? So here's the NeuroPrice Simplicity Promise in 3 parts. Simplicity Promise number 1, you won't have to learn an entire new system. NeuroPrice works inside Seller Central, a place you're already familiar with anyway. Simplicity Promise number 2, you never have to connect your Amazon account. That's totally creepy. We will never ask you for your Amazon credentials ever. Simplicity Promise number 3, we don't use weird made up jargon. Other repricers use phrases like sales velocity triggers. It's completely made up. It's totally confusing. Everything on NeuroPrice is in plain English. Because you guys, repricing doesn't need to be complicated. All you need in a repricer is a repricer that prices against anything, buy box, merchant fulfilled, or FBA with no blind spots, a repricer that prices higher, lower, or matches the competing offer, and a repricer that prices by other basic variables like condition, SKU type, fulfillment channel, etc. That's it. Any repricer that complicates beyond what I just showed you is trying to overcharge for worthless features. But it is true. If you're an Amazon seller, you do need an Amazon repricer. Now, here's 3 facts about that. Repricing is the highest dollar per hour revenue generating part of your business. Fact number 2, small improvements to your Amazon repricing can make you thousands of dollars when compounded day after day, month after month, year after year. Number 3, if your inventory is not repriced, it is the same as that inventory not being for sale at all. Because if it's not repriced, no one's seen it. If no one's seen it, nobody can buy it. So this is it, you guys. This is your moment. Hit the link below and start the free trial right now. NeuroPrice is quite simply the biggest advancement in repricing tools since the invention of the automated repricer. We're the world's first augmented repricer. Everything is included in this package. No weird upsells. Works on any computer, and the trial is 100% free. Free means free. You can literally be repricing seconds from now. So that's it, you guys. Hit the link below this video, and I'll see you guys over there.